for any BI tool. It's not specific to Pentaho. You can use it for any other BI tool. These were some basics. So once you are used to this practice, you can learn more about this into day-to-day routine, how it works. So this is a small introduction to what is Pentaho. It recognizes word that's an analytical platform in open source. So Pentaho comes as an open source BI tool in the market. Open source, you can customize this tool as per your needs. You have all the source code ready with you. Pentaho offers complete end-to-end BI solution. So what is end-to-end BI solution? So end-to-end BI solution is that you can start from creating a data mart using ETL, then you can design schema, you can create cubes, then you can write your analysis views on it using MDX expressions, and you can write dashboard. So starting from the extracting of data to dashboard creation, that is end-to-end BI solution. Apart from that, you can do data mining, the predictive analysis also. So powerful business analyticals are made easy with Pentaho's cost-effective suite for data access, visualization, integration analysis, and mining. So these are the things which combines Pentaho to complete end-to-end BI solution. So Pentaho is recognized in big data. It's a leader now in big data analytical space. Currently, Pentaho is investing a lot on big data part. It has over 1,000 commercial customers and over 10,000 production deployments over 185 countries. So you can see that how it's expanding. So Pentaho was formed in 2004, and in 9 to 10 years only, it has expanded a lot. Stewardship of most important open source analytical projects such as Cattle, Vika, and Mondrian. So the Cattle, Vika, and Mondrian. Cattle is used for extraction part, ETL part. Vika is the data mining part, and Mondrian is for dimensional modeling. So these are the some open source projects which Pentaho is embedded in into its own project. Over 1,000 enterprise customers such as Idly, Kiva, Marketos, Specsavers, and Switchcode comes to Pentaho Analytical Network. So there are a lot of customers which are using Pentaho tool to get their analyticals done. So these are some of the customers, elite customers of Pentaho: Lufthansa, Marketo, Telefonica, and Target. So there are a lot of customers Pentaho is having, but these are the elite customers of Pentaho. So Pentaho is very intuitive, and we can flexibly adapt it to our changing requirements as well. Lufthansa, Marketo, Pentaho helps us to meet our goal of rapid time to market and deliver a feature-rich product to market in just 8 weeks. So these are some things which are achieved by these groups using Pentaho Analytics. So this is quite old graph, but it clearly shows how Pentaho is dominating the market. You can see a comparison between SAS and Pentaho. So Pentaho is started in 2005, and you can see how it is growing till 2010, and it has already achieved 150% growth, and it's going on and on. So open source market is now very open, very flexible. BI solution was very hard to implement for small scale industries because of licensing cost of the big players, but as Pentaho enters the open source market, that licensing cost is removed. So small business industries are now using analyticals to do their analysis and drive some business decisions of it. So this is a high-level view of the components which are used by Pentaho. So there are 4 different layers. So the first layer is data, which is my external data from where I'm extracting the information. Basically, this is OLTP transactions. So it can be in the form of flat files, it can be in the form of RDBMS, it can be in the form of any other source like XML or web services. So we extract the data and populate it So extracting of data, so this is my BI server. This is my BI server where the user interacts, where the user see what we have published. These are my thin clients which this is the user sends a request and response is sent to them. These are my tools which are used to create different components of Pentaho. Data integration used to create the ETL purpose, ETL task. Then I have a report designer which helps me creating report, metadata editor which helps me in creating metadata business rules. Aggregate designer helps me in creating aggregate tables, schema workbench for the cubes. So this is a mix of tools which enables Pentaho to create end-to-end BI solution. So this is my BI server. So BI server and enterprise console server was a part of 4.8. 4.8. Now 5.0 is a new version of Pentaho, and this BI server and enterprise console server is now now same, means we don't have a separate server. Previously we were having separate server. So BI server is for my viewing of my data in the form of reports or dashboards, doing the analysis part. Enterprise console was used to create for the admin purpose, for creating different users, defining the roles for that user, scheduling of the tasks, and so on. So this is basically components which how they interact. We create reports in the report designer, then publish it on the BI server. We create schema cubes in the workbench and publish it to the server, and from that server we do the analysis. So this is the components which are used by Pentaho. And this is an architecture of Pentaho, Pentaho architecture. So it has different layers. If you start from bottom, you see this is third-party application. So this is my source data part. I'm having data in ERP, CRM, then legacy data, local data. So this is my OLTP data available with me. So this is my ETL layer, data and application integration, where I extract the data, transform the data and load my data warehouse. Then this is my business intelligence layer, where I do some security admin part before before going into logging into the system of the server. And here the user do the analysis part. So here the user use the reporting, analysis, dashboards, whatever he requires to do the reporting. And this is my presentation layer where the user is. So these 4 or 5 layers make a Pentaho architecture. So that is done with different Pentaho components and architecture. Let's have some introduction of ETL. What ETL is? So ETL is a set of processes for getting data from OLTP system into data warehouse. So as we have seen in the starting slides also, that it is a process of getting data from OLTP system, that is a transactional data, and into data warehouse. So it has what is ETL actually? So it's extract, transform, and load. What is expecting? Processing required to connect to various data sources, extract the data from these sources, and make the data available to subsequent processing steps. So what we do in the ETL first phase is extract the information and provide that information to the next steps where the transformation is done. And in the transformation, basically we apply the business logic and load the data into the targets. And the load, the data is loaded into the target data mart. So this is an ETL architecture. Your source files can be any. It can be a files, flat files. It can be an OLAP. It can be a RDBMS. It can be GeoDBMS or web services. Then then we extract the information process, which loads the data into the staging area. So basically, staging area is dumping of the data from different sources into one. So this my staging is created. After my staging, the transformations are done, where we do the validations of data, movement of data, integration, very different business logic is performed in this part, and then we load data into the data mart data warehouses, from where the user interacts and drive the results in the form of reports, dashboards, scorecards, etc. So this is ETL architecture. So for ETL, Pentaho has PDI, Pentaho data integration, that is kettle. So it has few components with it. Spoon is the application where we design the ETL jobs. It's a GUI, graphical interface, where you just drag and drop the steps, what we are going to look now in the further slide. Pan is a standalone command line processor which executes the transformation and jobs. So once your ETL is created, you don't need to go into the graphical user interface to run it. You have a command line utility in the form of pan and kitchen, which runs your jobs and transformations from command line. So you can create a batch file and schedule it to a certain time, and the job will get executed at that time. So Cart is a lightweight web container that allows you to set up dedicated remote ETL server. So basically, if you are doing some remote execution of the ETL, you use this server. So that's all what I had for the theory part. So now we will directly go into creating the BI solution. So first we need to download Pentaho software. So to download the Pentaho software, we have this location. So you can see that all the files are listed here. This is my business intelligence server. So all the versions are listed here. This is the current version 5.4.1. So which we are currently using. 4.8.0 was the previous version. So this is for BI server. Then in the same way we have data integration. This is your ETL tool. So in that also you have different versions. So this is the latest version here. In the same way you have report designer for creating reports. So there is 5.0.1, the stable version. So these are the few components which we will be requiring to create the end-to-end BI solution. So I have already extracted them, and I have them listed here. So these are basically zip files. So there is no installation required basically. Just what you need to have is Java environment variable setting. So before using this Spoon or Pentaho, any component, you need to have this Java home environment set, because this tool is created in Java, developed in Java. So you need to have the environment set here. So to set the environment, you go to system, go to new system, advanced setting, and then environment variables. So here it is. So you can set the Java home variable. So once this Java home variable is set, you are ready to go with the tools. So this is the data integration, and we will be executing spoon.bat. So this is spoon.bat. We will be executing this, and once it is executed, you have spoon loaded. So you will come up with a page like this. So let's understand what this ID design tool is. So here are my menu bar. You are familiar with it. So these are the two things which are important for us. If you look on this view tab, I'm having transformation tab, job tab. So what it tells is that I am already opened these two dimensions and transformations and jobs, and I have a database connection listed here. I have some steps here and hops here. So what are these steps, hops? We will see. So basically, this is the view of the transformation metadata model. So here it defines the metadata type of thing for transformation and job. This design tab is basically the designing phase where all the steps are listed. So as you can see, input. So these are my input steps. Input means we can extract data from these steps. So we can extract data from CSV file, we can extract data from data grid. A lot of input steps are there from where we can extract the data. SAP, SAS, Salesforce, so a lot of Google Analytics. So these are basically the source for us to get the data. Output. This is the output what I can have in the form of data mart, you can say. So I can have table output, that will be I will be loading my data warehouse in it. I can have SQL file output. I can have text, Microsoft Excel output. I can just have a normal text file output. So these are the different output types what we can have. Then these are the transformations. Basically, these are the steps where we define the business logic. So depends on business rules what step is needed. So as we will be looking and learning the PDI, we will see all these steps popping up. But for now, to make it a simple, I have just used very simple steps and to show the capabilities how we can extract the data from source and load it into the data mart. So to design your this transformation or job, you just click here and you can see job and transformation. So basically job, this is my job. So this is my job. So what it is showing is that I'm having 3 transformations in it. So my job is to run the transformation sequentially. So I want to run this transformation first, this transformation second, and then this transformation. So what happens if I'm not doing it sequentially? So if I put this over here, this transformation, what will happen is that I can lose data because this is my fact transformation loading of fact data. So before I load the dimension data, directly loading the fact data will be difficult and it will give me wrong results. So jobs help us to run the transformation in sequence, which is required. Then these are the transformations. So these are the transformations which will be running by the job. So there is no need if I'm having hundreds of transformations, so I'm not going to run it one by one. I will create just a job for it, and in that job I will call all my 100 transformations which will be executed. Okay. So I was saying I was showing you something like database connection, then steps, and then hops. So basically this is my step. What you see here, this is my step. This is my hop. So this hop now is grayed out. That means that it is not working. So I can, when I will run this transformation, the data will not flow unless the hop is enabled. So this enables the hop, and you can see the direction. So this direction shows how the data is flowing. So if you right click here, you can see flip direction. So flipping direction will just flip the direction of the data. So I've created different tables. You can see I have multiple table inputs. So what they are doing is they are querying different tables and loading it into the output data mart. So this is my fact table, just a table input and output. I've just made it very simple so that you can understand it, how the process is done. So once I double click on it, I can have this view of table input. Here I can give the name of the step. Then this is my connection basically. So I can create a connection. So to connect to a database, we need to have a database connection. So this is the properties of the database connection. This is the connection type. So I'm using MySQL as of now, and these are the properties of the connection. So I'm testing. I will get that my connection is okay. So that's fine. So this query will be running once I run my the transformation. So it's not showing the preview right now. Okay. So you can see that these database connections are bold. So once I create a new database connection, this will be not bold. So these are bold because these are shared connections. So I can share these connections to any transformation of your display. So this is my design phase, and so this is what it looked like. So now I'll show what I'm doing actually over here, what we are doing here. Okay. So let's go to our SQL Server. So what I've done is I'm using this Northwind DB as my OLTP source. So I'm having these tables with me: categories, orders, order details, product, shipper. So this is my source table from where we will be extracting our data and creating our data mart. Northwind DB. This will be our data mart with some dim tables and fact tables. So first of all, what we need to do, if a user gives you a requirement that, okay, these are my tables, now create some view or analysis view so that I can view some order details, how my order details are doing for the last couple of years or months, or how it is performing against shippers or suppliers sort of thing. So he just gives us this thing. So what we need to analysis is how these tables are defined. So order detail is giving me the detail of the orders. So I have a product ID only with it and the details of the product, but I don't have anything related to my date or sort of thing. So this order ID means to this table, these two tables are linked. So in this table, I get my few dimensions in it. As you can see, that ship name. So if I need to identify the shipping, I can identify it on this. So order table is the one which I will be looking. The other will be shipper table, which I will be looking, then supplier table, which I will be looking. So these four tables I will be working on to create my data mart. Now, now the main thing is to create a staging area. So what I did is I have created a query here, which is fetching shipper's company name, products product name, order details, unit price, order detail quantity, and then I am just creating a cost price of it. Then I have a supplier's company name, then order date for me, and this will give you my staging area. So what I have done over here, if you can see, I have joined shipper table, order details, products, suppliers, and dimension time, and extracted the data what I need for me to drive some analysis on it. So I've created a staging area of this this table. So once I run this job, my this transformation will be the first one to be loaded. So it will run, it will load the staging area, then it will load these dimension tables, and then it will load my fact table. So my master table is, if I click here, you can see it's loading my staging area. So this is my staging area. My staging area will be done. Then in the transformation 2, I will be loading my dimension tables. So this will load my dimension tables, and then here I will load my fact tables. So this is the job which will be doing the stuff for me, and I need just to click here and execute. So you can see that all my jobs are executed successfully. So so this green signal tells me that yes, the job is finished and it is done successfully done. Well, so this job had loaded my data mart. So if I go here, the staging table is loaded now. This is my staging table, so it has the data. Then I have my data for DIM product, I have data for DIM date, for DIM suppliers, for DIM shippers. So my FAC data is also loaded. So now you can see in the FAC data, you have only numerical values. So you have a supplier ID, you have product ID, you have shipper ID, and these are the measures on which what we will be working to do some aggregation and perform some analysis. This is my date. So this is a star schema. As I have in the starting, I have told that a single fact table is surrounded by multiple dimension tables. So in this case, I'm having one fact data as my fact table, and DIM date, DIM product, shipper, and suppliers are my dimensions which are connected to it. So we have just loaded a star schema into our data mart now. So my data mart is ready now. So the next step is creating cube. So how the cube is created? So let's go to schema workbench, and this is the tool which helps us to create the cubes so that we can do some analysis on it, some MDX work on it. Okay. So we just open the schema1.xml. So basically it creates an XML file. So this is my schema, how it looks. So if you see, I'm having some dimensions defined in it. So this is my DIM supply dimension. So I'm using the DIM supply table. I've just supplied the primary key supplier ID to the default hierarchy. Then I have a level. This is my level in this hierarchy. That is supplier name, and what this level is fetching out the column called company name from it. Same way, I'm having DIM product dimension. I'm having product name as a level on it, and this is using DIM product table. Then I'm having DIM shipper, same way, shipper name. And there is one difference when you see this. So you can see that DIM shipper is a standard dimension, DIM product is a standard, DIM product is a standard dimension, DIM supplier is a standard dimension. So we have two types of dimensions, standard dimension and time dimension. So whenever you will create a date or time dimension, this type you need to change to time or standard. So these were my standard dimensions. So the type was standard, and DIM date is my time dimension. So the type is time dimension now. So there is a difference you will see over here, because here you will only having one level with name, name, and name. But here in this DIM date, you will see that you are having 4 levels. So you can drill from year to quarter, from quarter to month, from week, month to week, and then to day. So this is how it is done. So there is one difference also here. So when you will see level type in a standard dimension is always regular. It will be always regular, whereas in time dimension, the level time will be related to levels. So if I'm having a level called year, I will have a level defined as time years. For the quarter, I will be having time quarter. For month, I will be having time month. For week, I will be having time week. For day, I will be having time days. So this creates my dimensions, which I need to have in my BI server, published in my BI server, so that I can drill the data and see how it is performing and analyze the data time-wise, date-wise, shipper-wise, product-wise, and supplier-wise. So once my dimensions are created, my one job is done, but the other job is to need to have a cube ready. So basically, dimension modeling depends on cubes. So cube is very important aspect, because without any cube, you can't do anything, you can't analyze anything, because cube holds the drilling path. So in the cube, what we are doing is, whatever dimensions we have created over here, we are just using that dimensions here. So if you right click on the cube, you see add dimension user. So I have created this dimension as a shared dimension, global dimension, so that multiple cubes, if required, can share these dimensions. So if I'm having other cube, they can also use the dimension. So I'm having CB orders as a cube. then this is my the few will refer to fact table. Dimension will refer to the dimension tables, but few will refer to fact table. So the few is referring to fact table, and using these 4 dimensions what was created, and see now it is referring to the foreign key of dim date. So here the relationship is created. So these relationships are created over here when the dimension are used, and these are my two measures basically. So what I will be doing is I will be measuring this on quantity and cost basis. So quantity is my first measure, and what aggregate I want to perform. So these are the different type of aggregation what I can do. So apparently I am looking for sum, so I will use sum as a aggregate for cost and quantity. So this is a high level view of how we create cubes in Schema Workbench and publish this to the server. So my 2 tasks in end-to-end BI is completed. The first one was extracting the data from the source and populating the data mart. That was done through PDI. Now my second part was create a cube based on their data mart. So we have created a cube on that data mart, which is Schema Workbench. So the next step is to go to BI server now. So Pentaho comes with BI server. So as we have extracted this file, so it will list out. When you will extract, it will come up like this. So Pentaho is shipped with Tomcat as an inbuilt server. So you can use Tomcat, you can use any Java supported servers. You can use JBoss, WebSphere, and run it. So by default, Pentaho comes with Tomcat. So what we need to do is just need to start this start.pentaho batch file. So once your batch file is done, you will see an icon like this, and your server will be up like this. So this is my server running up. So I've started the server. That's all what you need to do right now over here. So once my server is started, it will listen to the port 8080. So let me log out. So this is the login page you will get once you start the server on port 8080. This is the login page you will get. So the username is admin, password is password. So you can log in through this admin password. So once you're logged in, this is the your welcome screen which will come up. We are on the server Pentaho user console. So there are a few buttons here: browse file, create new, manage data sources. There are a few things. Then so new, if you want to create some new sort of analytics analysis view, 3D dashboard, data source, you can create from here. If you want to open, you can open existing data sources from here. Then manage data sources, recent files. So this is a simple menu. The only thing to look here is this refresh, tools refresh. So basically traditional BI tools, now what they are doing in-memory cache of the data. So Pentaho also do the same. So it caches the data in the memory for the first time, and then retrieve the data from the memory if subsequent requests are requested. So we can clear the schema and cache. We can clear the cache from this menu here. So if the repository cache is clear, system settings are clear, reporting metadata. So these are the different caches which are found by Pentaho when using different tools. So you can clear out from here. So the first and most important thing when you are going to do some analytics on the server is to manage the data sources, because without data sources you can't do anything. So we have created a data source we have created a cube. So what we will do, we will import that cube over here. So prior version was some different in this version, because in the prior version you create a GNDI using enterprise console, where you define, as I've shown you in the slides, one of the slides here, you have enterprise console server where you do the admin part, creating user roles. There you define GNDI collection also for the data mart. So in this version, that is entirely changed. They have eliminated that enterprise console and clubbed it over here in this Pentaho user console only. So first of all, we need to create a JDBC connection. This is our database where we will be creating the JDBC connection so that we can connect to the database to the Pentaho server. So this is my connection, and we are using MySQL, and we have given this a name. Then these are the settings: localhost, database name, port number, password, and username. So once I test it, it will say okay, connection established. So my JDBC connection is succeeded. Now we have created a cube over in the schema workbench. We will try to import that cube. So this is my new schema work cube name. So what it will ask the Mongen file name. So this is the Mongen file new schema 1, which I have saved. Save as. So I have saved in desktop. So I have saved here this file. So what I will do, I will just browse it. So actually it's already imported, so it's not giving you browse button. It will give you a browse button over here, which you can browse, and you can import. You can select the schema file over here, and then you need to select the data source over here. So this will connect to your data source, and you will refer to the same field. So once these two steps are done, the first one is connecting to a database to JDBC, and then importing the analysis cube is done. Your data source is ready for analysis part. So once this is done, you can create your analysis. So we have a new SQL analytics. We have pivot for JView, JPivot. So these are the three types of different analytical views you can use. So I will show you one by one. So this is SQL. So this part represents the cubes selection. So we will select a cube. So this is our new schema, what we have imported, and this is the cube CB orders, what we have created, CB orders. So we will select this cube, and see automatically it has listed the dimensions and measures. So if you see, I have created 4 dimensions: dim date, dim supply, dim product, dim shippers. So I'm having all the 4 dimensions here, 2 measures, which I have created in the cube, these quantity and cost. So these 2 measures are listed over here. So what I need to do is now just drag it. If I want cost, if I need quantity, I will just drag it over here. Now on what dimension I need to analyze. So if I say that, okay, I will go for year level. So you will see that for 96, 97, 98, I'm having this much cost, this much quantity with me. So in a fraction of a second, you can see that you've got a view of your data. So if I add quarter also over here, so what it will do, it will do something like this. So it has built to next level. So this is my grid view. There are a lot of things which you can do on this. You can have a chart. So this will come up with a chart. So you have a lot of options for the charts. You can go for a separate chart for separate years. You can go for pie chart. Pie charts here. So this is very easy for a business user who just with a little guidance that this is my dimension, this is my measure, can create reports on their own and drive out the analysis part. So this is made very easy for the normal business user also who don't have any knowledge of BI. So they can work on this and get their analysis done. So same way I can add a product dimension over here. So this will change something like this. So now it's product wise, it's showing me the charts for the quarter and the year. So I've said something that we use multi-dimensional views, multi-dimensional expression. So if I click here, this is my MDX query. So this is the query what we write to achieve these multi-dimensional views. So it's a normal multi-dimensional MDX query. So if you see select non-empty and hierarchize cross join. So this is what is the measure I'm using. Then this is product name. So this is my dimension, dim product, and the member of that dimension product name dot members. So this dot member will list out all the names in this product name. Then I'm joining it to quantity and product name. So this is the MDX query which is auto created by Seku. So we can swap the axis. We can move the axis up and down. So now you can see year and quarter move up, and you will see there is difference in the charts now. So you can export the results to Excel, to CSV, to PDF, and the same can be achieved. So we can export. So this is Seku, the one of the analysis tool. The next one is what we can see, Pivot 4J. So this is basically Seku is basically more for the graphical part, and Pivot J is basically more for the data grid. So we will select new schema here, CV orders. Okay. So same way, you can see the same left-hand side is populated with dimension and measures. So I will put my cost here, I will put my quantity goods, and I will put my date and column. So okay, I will say this. Okay, so now you can see a plus sign over here. So I mentioned this previously, drilling the data. So this is what I meant by drilling is when I click on the all data, so it has drilled. So it has drilled to me with the year level. Now I'm on the year level, see. So I just want to go for 1997 year. So the next level what I will get is my quarters. So the data in my quarter is there. So meanwhile I'm doing this, I also want the shipper. So what I will do, I will add shipper here. Click on this. So you can see now I'm having a multi-dimensional view. I'm having a view. I'm having a view of my time dimension. I'm having a view of my shippers also here. And you can see this MDX query is automatically created by this tool also. So this is what a multi-dimensional view you can achieve using MDX queries. So if I am interested in first quarter, I will go in the first quarter, and I will get months here and subsequent data related to that month. I'm interested in February, February week. So this is my granular level. This is my last granular level of my fact table. So from the year I have drilled down to Feb day level. So this is what drilling is in Pentaho. So these are the two main components what we use for analytical part in Pentaho Community Edition. Pentaho Enterprise Edition comes with additional features and additional features in terms of analysis. So we will see that next class how we can use Pentaho Enterprise Edition. And so this is basically the analysis part. Now we can create some report also. So for that we use Report Designer. Okay. So this is my Pentaho report designer, and you can see that I'm having a couple of things over here in my left hand side. So these basically are the components which I can add on my design area. These are my bands: page header, report header, details, with report footer, page footer. So these are the bands of my reports. Here I'm having structure view of my report. So page header, this is my page header, so I can change the style and attributes list over here in my page editor. So this is my data where I will be creating my database connection. So it supports a lot of databases. It supports a lot of database connection type basically. So JDBC I can do metadata. I can directly collect to MongoDB. That is, Pentaho Report Designer is the first reporting tool to give direct connection to big data. So I can directly connect to my MongoDB connection and create reports on big data. So I can create Pentaho data integration. So sometimes there is a need that I don't want to go for data mart. I don't need data mart. What I want to do is I'm interested in doing real time and report generation. So what I will do is we will create a source. We will extract the data from the source and directly integrate it with Pentaho report so that we can get the real data in the Pentaho report. So same way we can use the OLAP, the cube we have used, we can use the same cube here in Pentaho Report Designer to create the reports. We can use XML type also, and these are some special type of advanced connections for OpenERP sort of thing. So a lot of flexibility given by Pentaho as compared to other tools in creating the connection to different data sources. So I can define my data sources, I can create my functions, so I can create different types of functions. So you want to create a sum, so you can create different things. So a lot of functions are predefined and comes with the Pentaho Report Designer. Then you can create your own function and formulas also. So this is running function sort of things. Then you can create the parameters. Suppose I don't want the report or the whole report to be viewed. I just want to view the report on some sort of parameter. So you add parameters so that it can be filtered on that basis. So these are my structure and data of my report. So this window, this right left hand shows me the different components I can add it over here. So this is my label. So this is just a label. So you just drag it over here and just name it what you want to name, and it will show up. So this is my text field. So once I create a JDBC query or any query over here, this field will automatically created. If it is a text field, it will be automatically created. If it's a number field, it will be automatically created. Date field, it will be created. And then this is message field. So suppose we have a query, and in that query we have a date field also, text field also, and number field also. We want to combine them into a single view and display on the report. So this message field helps us in the function. So we can combine different type of fields and do a combination it on the report. So I'm having some resource label, resource field, resource message. So this resource label, field, and message means this is basically for internationalization of your report. So you want your report to be published in Chinese or different language, then you need to have a property file. So that property file will directly fetch the data from that and display in the report in specific language. So this is my two field. What if I want to put some logo or some sort of image on my report, then I use these two functions. So this is my image field and this is my image. So this one is static. So it will, I need to give a path to it, and this is dynamic, so it can be fetched from database field. So this is my ellipse, rectangle, and line, vertical, horizontal line to be created. This is some server scale. If I need to add some chart, I will use this. Then these are some spark lines or line barcodes to be added on the report. This is my sub report if I want to add sub report on the report. So let's see a simple, very simple report to be how we will create a very simple report. So I will just add a KDBC connection. So this is already added. Let me check it. Okay, so more from DB. It's working fine. So now my connection is ready. What I will do, I will create a query. Now this is my query. You can directly write your query over here, and if you are not sure of what you want to fetch, you can just click over here and you will get a query designer. So this is my dim date. So I will just put it over here and I will say this select all, and I will select only here text and I will do product. So I will say like this. So if you see, this is my star schema now. Effect table surrounded by dimension tables. So just we will provide the linking now. This shipper ID goes here, and I fetch the company name. This product ID goes here, and I fetch the product name. And this date key goes here, and I fetch date, then price and cost. So this is done now. I say okay, I do a preview, I can see my query and it over here. So what it done, it has given me the data for company name, product name, what is the date, unit price, quantity and cost. So if I'm done, I will be having my fields over here. So company name, so I will have a label over here. This is the company name, product name. So you can see that the second label is highlighted with red. So this means it is overlapping. So this shows that this label is overlapping, and once it is out of the range, it will be normal. So this is part name. Let me take cost and date. So my headers are ready. Okay. So we can separate. Can change the font, change size, bold. So now I'm having company name. I'll just drag field name over here. I will drag the product name over here. Drag date over here. This I will make it justified. Okay. So what I can do is I can select shape, all bold. So if I want to a preview, I can do it over here. There is no preview. So see the preview of my report is done. We will be using the report we have created. You see that date is not in a correct format. So let's do a formatting on date. So I just click here and do the structure and then attribute, and here is the format of the form. So the form that is let's check it. Okay, so now the format is correct. We got the right format. So let's save the report. Okay. So this report is saved now. So let's publish it to the server so that we can view it on server. So it will ask for the URL. You need to enter the URL over here, then the version what you are using, and the Pentaho credentials, server credentials. So it will ask for the location where you want to store it. So we will take public screen reels reports, and we need the PDF version of it. Okay. So the report was successfully published. Do you want to launch it now? If I say yes, it will go to that web page and launch the report in PDF format. Okay, so as in the preview, let's do one thing. We should go here, browse files, public, students, page, review. So this is how it shows the report. It should show the scale. So it should show the PDF also in the same way, but I think it's due to some browser problem, so it's downloading it. So this is the HTML view of the report what we have created. So what we have created in the report designer and published it on the server. So the same way you can create different reports and publish it to the server, and the user can see the reports. So there is an option where you can share the report with specific users so that only that user are able to see this file. So here is the share. So you can share it, and users and rows. You can share it with the different users. It will be listed over here. So once we have created, so because this is admin, so it is authenticated. So it is So there will be a list of the users which you can select and give them right who can read only, write or delete. So you can schedule also the reports which can run in specific intervals. So here, when you want to run once, at what time, start date. So you can define the interval over here. So this report will be scheduled and done at specific intervals and will be emailed. So there is a concept called report busting where the reports automatically and emailed to the specific manager. Suppose you want a report, you have a report for 4 regions and 4 managers are looking at it, but you don't want the other managers to see the same report for every region. So report busting is a feature in Pentaho where it generates the reports at a specific time and email that report to different managers who belongs to that region. So this is Pentaho Report Designer overview, how we can use Pentaho Report Designer to create a report and publish it on the server. And the last thing what I want to show is CDE. So this framework is our framework for creating dashboards. So there are 3 components in dashboards. The first one is layout, the second is data source, and third is the chart type, the components. So we need to have a layout for the dashboard, how the dashboard should look, how many columns, rows it should have. So Pentaho comes with a predefined templates, few predefined templates for dashboard creation. So these are the templates. So I can select this template and say OK. So it has shown me the template here. So basically, the Pentaho templates are defined in a way, a row and column way. So we have, suppose we have a row for header path, and in that header path had a column, and in that column we have specified the HTML path. That for generating CDF editor. So we can change it. So this way we can define the layout of our dashboard. This is not mandatory to use this template. We can define our own layout structure and we can create our own rows and columns based on our business requirement. So for now we just save it. We are saving it to public. Set to steel wheels and dashboards. Demo 1. Okay. So the dashboard is saved now. You can do a preview of it if you want. So this is the preview. We have a heading row. This is our template, basically, and 2 columns. Two columns where we can have charts. So this is my layout. My layout is done. I need a data source now so that I can fetch data. So we will be using MDX queries for it. So MDX over GNDI. So here we will give it a name. This one. We give the GNDI name over here. So you can see it will automatically pull out the names of the GNDI. So I'm using this one. So this one refers to new schema 1. Then I have a query. What I will do is I will do this. This is index query. Let's copy it. Let's paste it over here. Okay. So just save it over here for a moment. So I have defined my layout. I have defined one of my query. Just want to see how this will look on a bar chart. So these are my components basically. So you are having different components over here, charts, then others showing you button component if you want to add buttons. So a lot of other components are there. Then you have the generic components to define parameters when on clicking of one tab of the one bar of the bar chart, the other chart reflects sort of thing if you want to implement drilling sort of thing. So we will use some parameter concepts over here. Then we have some scripts. Scripts can be written. You want a combo box and you want to select some values. So a lot of functionality given. So currently what we are looking for a chart. Let's place the chart over here. So give it a name to bar 1. Title bar chart. So I will add the data source we have just created in the X1. It will automatically come up. Then I will give it a height and width for it. And HTML object is the thing. If you see panel 1, I will show you how this come up. So panel 1, save it. So once we have defined this rows, so this is the row body row. So this is the column panel 1. So this will place the chart in this panel, in this area. So once I done a preview of it, so you can see the chart is replaced in panel 1. So what I do is, if I replace it to panel 2 and we save it, just run it, you can see the same chart is displayed on panel 2. So this specifies the space where I want my dashboard to run. So this is a simple dashboard created. So what I can do is I can create a pie chart with the same thing. I will use the same source. 100, 100, save it. So this is my pie chart. So we have created a BI end-to-end solution using Pentaho. We started extracting the data from the data source using PDI. We have created data map. Then through schema workbench we have created the cubes, and now we are doing the analysis part. So from scratch we have created a demo dashboards. Good looking at. So this is what I have for today to show you the capabilities of Pentaho and how we can create end-to-end solution. So if questions are there, please